Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So the thing with this video is I, recorded it and then I had unplugged my microphone and replugged it in somewhere else, and I didn't realize that that meant that OBS wasn't picking up my microphone while I was recording, and I did like this entire Divine Beast. Like I was in the middle of fighting the boss when I realized. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I have a save at the start of Divine Beast. I'll just start over. So I started over, and I did the whole thing again. And this time I saved at the end when I finished the Divine Beast, and then I went to bed because it was like really late. It was like 2 a.m. or something. But listening to the audio just now, I realized that the game is just completely drowning out my voice. So I'm just gonna do like an after the fact voiceover, and it's not the same as like live commentary, but I'll try to replicate what I was saying while I was doing this. And I'm actually using the original attempt of the Divine Beast when it wasn't picking up my mic at all. So you'll get to see me experiencing this Divine Beast for the first time, because this was my first time ever doing it. But let's get started. I'm just gonna kind of like play the video as I'm talking so that I can sort of react to stuff as it happens. Sorry that it's done in such a way, but I don't have a save that goes back far enough for me to redo it and re-record. I'm really gonna have to separate my audio into 2 tracks so that I can edit them separately. I probably should have been doing that from the beginning, but I'm still learning this whole YouTube thing, and hopefully by the time Tears of the Kingdom comes out I won't be having problems like this because I'll know what I'm doing. So the Divine Beasts are actually like a really short challenge, so I'm thinking we're gonna be able to do each one in just one episode. We did this one in one episode though, at least.
Good. You've obtained the map of the Divine Beast. You will see several glowing points on your map which represent the terminals that control Rutah. Take Rutah back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
I think here I was just talking about, now we have control of the Divine Beast and can move its trunk wherever we want. And then I wasn't gonna move it then because there was no need to yet. I believe when I was re-recording this, I ended up taking pictures of more things. I took a picture of that Guardian Scout 2, I think was what I just killed there. And I tried to take a picture of those like eyeball things, but I don't think you can. I did take a picture of the cursed moblin that comes out of it. I didn't end up getting a picture of a cursed bokoblin though, so I'll have to get that at some point. And here I just came in here to see what this room was, and I was like, oh, this looks like the boss room. And then I just like checked out this terminal just to see. I mean, I was pretty sure you had to do other stuff before you could do that. But I mean, like I said, this was my first time doing a Divine Beast. At this point, I was just sort of checking out the Divine Beast, seeing what there was to do in terms of puzzles and everything. just sort of assessing the situation. And I just happened to guess like the exact right position for the trunk here. Like you'll see. Perfect. So now I just have to wait for this thing to turn far enough so that I can use stasis on this ball to keep it from going back, and that will keep the gate open, but give me enough time for it to turn around so I can get to the terminal.
There are 3 terminals remaining. You can do it.
And I wanted to get this chest, but my stasis thing was still like loading back, or you know, it was still on cooldown, so I had to wait for it to turn, the wheel to turn one more time to get that chest. I was starting to get nervous here because the timer was running out and I didn't want to get squished. But we didn't.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there.
This was going by so fast, I was kind of surprised. Like, I knew they were quick, and I'd even, like, my boyfriend was playing Breath of the Wild at one point, like, I got him into it, and he was just, like, unlike me, he was actually like, doing the Divine Beast instead of waiting, and he did it, like, really fast. But I was still surprised that it was so quick. And then I get on this wheel, but I'm on the wrong side, so I'm just gonna get dumped into the water. And then nearly drowned. Well, not quite, but it was pushing me deeper. You know, the Divine Beasts are fun. I think in Tears of the Kingdom, if they add dungeons back in, maybe they could have something similar to the Divine Beast that's like a mini dungeon or something, or, you know, just like a short challenge where you fight a boss and stuff and maybe get like an ability and, you know, solve some puzzles and everything. Like basically like a more extended shrine, sort of. But I do want like the longer dungeons, like what was in older Zelda games. I think a lot of people want that. I hope they add that in Tears of the Kingdom, because dungeons are so fun. Like, and I messed up and had to go back around, so we'll just skip ahead to when I'm back up there. Okay, we're back up. Now we can actually go onto this wheel. And we're not gonna mess it up this time. The edge of duality is like pretty overpowered. It can kill all of these enemies in 1 or 2 hits. And then here I was just sort of exploring around. I thought I would need something to put on the button, so I was kind of looking for that and also looking for more chests. And I found a chest on the wheel. Total mess. So I destroyed the eye, and then I was like, okay, I'll wait for it to go around again, and then I'll stop the water and grab the chest. As soon as I saw the chest, I moved the trunk. And perfect. Now here I was like, okay, what does this switch actually do? Oh, never mind. That's not what I was like. Oh, okay. I do stuff on it. Alright. And then I was like, oh, it does actually stay down, so I don't need anything to hold it. And this was just a shortcut to get back up. And then you can use it to get to this chest. I hope nobody's too disappointed that we don't have live commentary for this. I really should have tested everything before I started recording, but I didn't think plugging my microphone into a different port was going to mess everything up. I don't know, maybe I should have thought that. So here I was looking around and figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to get that chest first, and I knew that there was a terminal at the top of the trunk as well. So here I was moving the trunk up so I could get back into the doorway, and from there we were going to glide down to the terminal. The concept of these divine beasts is definitely cool. How you like move pieces on the beasts to solve puzzles and like get to different areas and everything. I do think they were like a good idea, but they're just not the same as, you know, the traditional Zelda dungeons. I like the music here, but it's not like super memorable or anything. it's just sort of like background music, which is what they intended it to be, you know. I think I just would have liked to have something a little bit more present, a little bit more memorable.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
And all the divine beasts just kind of look the same. You know, they're just different shapes and they have slightly different mechanics or whatever, but it's all the same thing. So here I got worried for a second that I would have to mess with the trunks again, but then I found a way to get across without doing that. Okay, so we just had one more to get, and instead of going and getting it, what I end up doing is just wandering around the divine beast looking for more chests, and I do not find any, so... But we can get to some interesting areas on this divine beast. They really let you walk all over it. Can get all the way out onto its little laser thing. Laser gun attachment. I don't know. But we'll skip ahead to when I'm actually getting something done here. So I went back up on the trunk, and then I was like, ah, there's a hole right there, that's how I get in. And so I went down there, and we're getting close to the end now. This thing was kind of difficult to turn. I was like, okay, good enough. We got just a little splash of water, so then I was like, oh, I think I just went one too far. And that's the last terminal.
You activated all the terminals. Now you can start the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. Head there. Be careful not to let your guard down.
I think I wanted to check a little bit more for any chests that I may have missed, but you know, I was fairly certain that I had been just about everywhere. And then in my second attempt, when I actually, you know, beat it, and I was recording the voice audio and stuff, but you know, the game was just too loud. In that attempt, I did actually look it up, and I did in fact find every single chest.
Please take care. That thing is one of Ganon's creations. I put up as much of a fight as I could, but it proved to be my demise 100 years ago. Regardless, I believe that you are well prepared for this moment. I have faith in you.
I wanted to switch to a shield that wasn't about to break,
Careful.
and a weapon that did more damage.
That spear has a long reach.
And I was thinking of maybe switching my bow, but then I realized that it was the best option. So this boss really telegraphs his moves, but I wasn't really sure of his patterns and how long it takes him to like hit and everything. So I, you know, was getting hit a few times at first.
That's it.
Then I had it down. Let me get into phase 2.
Careful. Not much room to operate.
Here I was trying to think if there was like a better way to do this. I couldn't really reach him except for with the bow, but then I wasn't even realizing that my bow was actually doing a lot of damage to him.
Are you okay?
Oh, this is actually where I realized that it wasn't picking up my mic. So we'll show the ending of the fight the other fight in the second attempt when I did have my voice, but it's just really quiet, and maybe you'll hear me talking, but it'll probably be too quiet.
Take care now.
I am just not taking him seriously because I already like beat him. Okay, we did it again. Once you activate the main control unit, you will not be able to re-enter the interior of this divine beast. Wait. Let me just check to make sure I didn't like miss anything that I won't be able to come back for, and then I'll activate this. Okay, I think I actually got every single chest in here. I don't think there's anything else I have to do here, so I'm just gonna activate this.
Hello, Link. Because of your courage, my spirit is now free. And Rutah as well. Thank you. For I am now allowed by this freedom to be with you once again. Since I am now a spirit, my healing power would be wasted on me. I have no need of it. So therefore, I would like you to have it. Please accept Mifa's grace. Yesterday, I was awash in a pool of tears. I had nearly given up hope and resigned myself to being trapped here as a spirit for the rest of eternity. But now you're here. All this time, my hope was to see you once more. Promise me that you will not hesitate to call upon my power if you ever find yourself in need. Knowing that will let my spirit rest in peace. I must go. Rutah and I have our roles to fulfill. We are both honored to be able to play the role of support. We'll annihilate Ganon together. Farewell. Save her, Link. Save the princess. Save Princess Zelda. found a way to be useful to Link, and the other champions, of course. Our job will be to help Link as he fights Ganon inside the castle, however we can. Using your ability to drain Ganon of his power is key to our success. This is it. This will be our last chance, and everyone's last hope. If we seal him away, then we can restore peace to Hyrule. And both your duty and mine will be fulfilled. Father, are you well, I wonder? I want you to know I have always followed my heart. I'm sorry I made you worry. I wish I could see you again. Even just once more.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry about the mix-up with the audio and everything. I really was trying to make it work. I was planning on just re-recording the whole thing again, but I just didn't have a save that went back far enough, so sorry about that, guys. The next video should be back to normal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.